Hello everyone. No, you can't see me. Yes, I am cut off in this video, but I think it's more important for you to be able to see what I'm doing here with the work. There's some science activities. They're not really experiments, although when you are finished watching them, if you want, and if it's okay with your parents, you won't do this without your parents, I'd like you to maybe put a comment below the video telling me what you observed. And this may be more for my extended day or afternoon children, but I would like you to tell me what you observed. I'm going to do two different activities, and the first one, let me just get started. So I'm going to start by pouring some water in my bowl, and this is just room temperature water. And I'm hoping the camera is close enough for you to be able to see. Now the next thing I'm going to do is put some pepper in my water, and you can use a shaker of pepper, or I happen to have a grinder, so I'm going to use that. Start by just observing what's happening with the pepper. So just enough so it covers the surface. Oops, sorry about that. The next thing I've got is soap, and you can use any kind of soap, but preferably liquid soap. And you're just going to put a little squirt on your finger, so let your parents help you with that too, so you don't get too much soap. So I don't know if you can see, but I've just got a little squirt on my finger. It doesn't even cover the tip of my finger. What I'm going to do is place my finger in the tip of my finger, not the whole thing, on the surface of the water, and you're going to observe what happens when I do that. Pretty fun, huh? My son taught me that. I didn't come across it anywhere. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. I'm going to wipe my hand. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside. So pretty simple, doesn't take long. To do it over and over again, you'll have to start again with clean water. So make sure that if you're helping with that, that you're cleaning up as well and wiping up. The next thing that we're going to do is with ice cubes, and it also includes room temperature water, and it includes warm or hot water. So I am going to leave the camera for just a moment and go get those two things that are waiting for me in the kitchen. So in order to perform this activity, you'll need to have prepared colored ice cubes, and I just made a tray of ice cubes, and the only food coloring I had was green, so I made green ice cubes. Okay. All right. This is my room temperature water, so I'm going to drop a couple of the ice cubes into the room temperature water, and you're going to just observe what's happening with the ice cubes. We'll try 3 first. Did they sink? Did they float? Are they holding still? Are they melting? Let me look inside. I'll turn it a little bit. I'll just watch it for another minute, see if anything happens. Okay, and I'm going to set that one aside so it's not in the way. Put that right here. Now this is the hot water, so if you're using warm or hot water, this is definitely a parent helping work. Okay, this is pretty hot. I got it out of my tea kettle. Yours doesn't have to be that hot. It can just be warm out of the tap, out of your faucet. So now let me put 3 ice cubes. Are starting to melt in here. Let me put 3 ice cubes in this one, in the hot water. See if you can watch what's happening here. Are they floating? Are they melting? What's happening to the color? Are they moving? The water's still pretty warm. So again, noticing. Now I'm going to add just 1 ice cube, and we're going to see what happens with just 1 in there. Is 1 floating? Is it staying in place? Is it moving? So I will tell you the one thing that I had hoped to observe. Here's this one. We still have some ice cubes left. When you put an ice cube into the hot water, it should have created a swirling motion, and mine didn't. So you might want to play around with that, maybe put it in a bigger bowl or a bigger jar, something wider, not necessarily taller, but maybe wider, where you could see that and make it clear, so you, or see that from the top, that you can maybe see a swirling happening with the water. Okay, I just noticed the swirling happening a bit with the color. Okay, so those are the 2 activities that you can try at home. Again, you'll need some preparation. You'll need to have a bowl of room temperature water. You'll need some pepper and a little bit of liquid soap for the tip of your finger when you're ready. And then for the second one, you'll have to prepare some ice cubes ahead of time, some colored ice cubes, and get those in the freezer maybe the day before you're going to do it. Despite whichever one you do, or if you decide to do both, make sure you are getting help from your parents. And if you want to put a comment below the video about what you observed, please go ahead and do that. I'd love to read it and see what you thought. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. So I still had some ice cubes left, so I went and got a bowl of very warm water, and I'm going to try the same thing in the bowl and see if it changes anything. A little more movement. There we go. It's starting to swirl a little bit. So I learned something from the activity today. And that's that I needed a wider bowl to put my ice cube in. There's something else I'm observing as I watch this too. I'll see if you notice it. And you can put it in the comments. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye-bye.